So in this video I'm going to show you how to do testing. So let's say the ticket we created just now, home 194, the cobalt field is ready to test. Usually you will receive an email saying that hey, the ticket is ready. There will be also an attachment listing out all the tickets that are ready to be pushed to production and is available on testing server. It also tells you like who the tester is for each specific ticket. So let's say for home 194 you are the tester. You should go and test it out and make a report. If you don't do it, the ticket won't go live until everyone tests it out, because I have to make sure when a ticket goes to live, everyone have tested and know what are the changes. So but keep in mind that even if you are not a tester for a specific ticket, it's your responsibility to review and acknowledge it. If you don't do anything, you don't review it when the ticket go live, I assume you acknowledge it and you already review it. If you come to me say, hey, this ticket is not reasonable, it should not go live, sorry, you miss it, because you have to test it out before it goes live. It's your responsibility. So please, although you might not be a tester, I highly encourage you to go through every single ticket, at least know what are the changes, review it, assess it, come to me if you have a question or problem as fast as possible before it goes live. So here's the thing. Let's say we're gonna test on home 194, the cobalt field. Go to the dashboard. You should see under these sections, click on the tickets. Usually it will include testing instructions and the tester. If you don't see it, come to me or shoot me an email. So for this ticket, we added a new cobalt field. Assume we added it. So here's are the testing instructions. Please take screenshot on before and after you save the information on the system and report back here with the screenshot. If you encounter any error, report to me. So since we added a new field to the order details page, we want to make sure that whenever we make changes to this new field, the system updates the data. So the least thing you have to do is like edit the cobalt field and save it, see if it updates the database. And once you do that, you might also want to make sure this new feature doesn't affect your daily operation. Like say I'm Chuck, I usually do the appraisal assignment. You have to make sure like when the order first came in, does it contain the borrower field, like the co-borrow informations? If it did, then you have to make sure after the assignment this field doesn't reset to something else or the information had changed. And say you're Kevin, you deal with conditions. Make sure like whenever you start a condition or whenever you ship the order to the shipping portal, this information stay the same, because there might be some logic error or bug or error that could affect other things, even though it's not really related to you, but actually this is how the system works. We don't know until we test it out. Some little changes to something that you think is unrelated could be affect another things, you don't know. So this is why we need testing. You guys are the operation team, you know much more better than me, so I'm count on you to test this for me. Although before I release it to testing server, I will do the initial testing first. So let's test this out. So this is me. So I have to make sure, because I'm the requester, I have to make sure this ticket is implemented according to what I want. I have to verify that the business requirement have been implemented correctly. I have to test if this information update the database correctly. I also have to make sure that it doesn't affect other operations like appraisal assignment, schedule, inspection date, and so on. So usually it will give you like 2 or 3 orders for you to test it. You have to test all of them, although you are more than welcome to test more. But if I give you 3 orders, you have to at least test out 3 orders. That's it. So let's copy the reference number and go to the testing site. Okay, so scroll down to the borrower fields. So these order do come with the second and the third borrower field, the first name and the last name. So let's say I want to change the name. Before you change it, make sure to take a screenshot for reporting purpose. So save it. Just going to show you. And then you added a name, like I don't want it to be test, I want it to be second borrower test. And then for the third borrower last name, I'm gonna change it to like and then hit the save button. Okay, usually you won't see these. These are something that I'm working on. I forgot to turn it off, but for now just ignore it. But if you see something like this during the testing, report it back to me. It could be a bug or not. So let's scroll down to the borrower field. Okay, so yes, the system do update the database, so we got no problem. But don't forget to take a screenshot. So you're gonna do the same thing for the second and third orders, but don't forget that besides saving and editing the borrower field, you also have to make sure these new changes doesn't affect other operations like the appraisal assignment, schedule inspection date, or any things that you usually do for your daily operations. So let's say you're a truck and I assign you as a tester. You have to make sure this change doesn't affect your daily operation. So you have to at least like, okay, I'm gonna assign appraisal to any orders here. But before you do, scan through the order details like the property, the loan purpose, appraisal type, borrower informations. Okay, so for this order we have second borrower here, which is Michael A. Patricio. So before you assign it, you have to like take a screenshot or at least remember the information, and then after you save it, you have to verify these information stay the same and doesn't corrupted or crash or I don't know, contains incorrect information. You have to make sure these changes doesn't affect you. So let's go ahead and assign to any appraisal. So go back to the borrower field. So yes, the second borrower information is still correct. The loan purpose, the appraisal type is still correct. So in this case, you're good to go. But I'm sure you not only do appraisal assignment. If you're truck, you do comments too. So why not just test out a comment as well, like test comment. It doesn't seem to be related, but you don't really know something. Some very small changes to the system in terms of code could affect other things that doesn't seem related. You don't know until you test it out. So I'm highly encourage you guys to test every single function on the page, at least those that you deal with every day, like upload, post comment, save all the details, email, anything. So we post the comment, and yes, the second borrower information is still valid. The property address is still valid. Appraisal type is still valid. Loan type is still the same. Nothing changes. I don't see any errors. So we are good. So you're gonna do the same thing for the second and third orders. Report it back if you don't see any errors. So let's say we finished testing all the 3 orders. I got all the screenshot. I don't see any errors, and you think these changes is good. You meet your expectation. Doesn't affect any other operations. Go back to the JIRA, and then you're gonna make comments. So scroll down to the bottom. You will see the comment section here. Click on this box and start to make a comment. So testing concluded. No error has been encountered. all the changes have meet my expectation as well as the business requirement. Oh, sorry, I can't tell. And then you're gonna report what are the tests that you carry out. In this case, right, assign appraiser to orders and check against all order information. No data had been corrupted. All information, I should say, no information had been corrupted. And then I also do a pause command, blah blah blah. And in the end, you should say, okay, this ticket is good to go. Something like that. Please proceed. And don't forget to attach the screenshot. Oh, so for this case, the screenshot is not on my computer, but on the Harvard Office machines. So I won't upload any screenshot, but you should do. And then after you upload the screenshot, click the add button. Okay, so now I test it out. But for this ticket, right, there's two testers here. One is me and another is Kevin. As long as Kevin doesn't test it out, I won't release it to the productions. If it's time to like release for the next versions, I'll go back to each ticket. I'll see if every tester tests it out. So let's say this ticket is one of the ticket within next versions and some of the testers still haven't tested out. I'll discard this ticket and put it on hold until everyone tests it out. So please, if you're a tester, test it out as fast as possible if you don't want to delay the release. And as always, take some time to do the testing. I know you guys busy, but it's really, I don't understand the system more than you guys, so if you guys could spend like at least 30 minutes or 15 minutes to test the system for the changes, it could help a lot in terms of reducing the bug and problem likelihoods. So here's how the testing gonna work. You test it, you take a screenshot, you make the comment, report it back to me, and once you've done that, I'll come back to the ticket review and see if everyone tested it. If everyone did, I'm gonna push it. Proxite do the same process, just that they don't report on JIRA, but we gonna report it to JIRA for easy convenience purpose. And once I realize everyone tested out, I'll update the ticket to pre-release, and then I'll release the production. After I do release the production, I'll update the ticket to the release sections so that you know which tickets already go live, which ticket is still on hold, which ticket is still on testing, and so on. So that's all for the tutorial for JIRA. If you have any question, feel free to email me. Thank you.